But another big political story that has come out this afternoon comes from the Teamsters Union. No endorsement. They will not be endorsing either candidate in the race for president. Now, we haven't seen this in a long time. It's the first time since the '96 race that the Teamsters hasn't picked a side. Let's start off with Lindy Li here, surrogate for the Harris campaign, member of the National Finance Committee for that campaign as well. Lindy, welcome back to the show. A lot we can talk to you about because this is breaking today. I want to start with this. A lot of people are going to say loss for Harris because anytime, that's what Mick Mulvaney said, a union doesn't endorse a Democrat, that's bad news. What do you say?
Thank you so much for having me. Well, this is a union whose president spoke at the RNC. He was given a prominent speaking slot. So I don't think we were anticipating an endorsement. But what Vice President Harris said during the meeting that she had with him this past week is so significant and something that her opponent would never be able to say. She said, I will treat you the exact same way I would treat you had you endorsed me. So she's going to be a president, a public servant for people who did or did not endorse her, versus Trump, who acts according to political calculations and whether someone did him a favor.
I know you're from the state of Pennsylvania. You do a lot of political work in the state of Pennsylvania. You think of working class voters in a state like that. Many of them are union members, and whether there's a challenge for this candidate this time around. If there is, how does she make up for it?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of polling suggesting that the momentum is fully behind her. She's experiencing a post-debate bump. But at the same time, the message will not change. We will continue to be the underdogs, and she will continue to reach out to union members, to moderates, to independents, to show that she is going to work for the working class, not billionaires and corporations. She's going to be out there advocating for an opportunity economy that works for everyone, as opposed to continuing the multi-trillion-dollar tax cut for billionaires and corporations that Trump espoused during his administration.
This is the other side of it now. The Republican side, Congressman Roger Williams, state of Texas, joins us, chairman of the House Committee on Small Business. All right, welcome back, Chairman. It's good to have you back on the show.
Yeah, good to be back.
I might go in a similar order. I thought the Teamsters story is breaking today during our show. We thought there'd be an endorsement, and a lot of people said, oh, well, union, even though the guy spoke, the head of the Teamsters to the RNC, they'll probably come out for a Democratic candidate. They didn't. They didn't endorse either. What's the message?
I think the message is that they're losing votes. I mean, throughout history, we know labor has always sided with the Democratic Party, but you got a Democratic Party out there now trying to shove electric vehicles down the consumer and the dealers' throats, and that's going to take jobs away from auto workers. It's not a policy that they should like. They like lower taxes. They like less government. And now there's such a big divide between how Trump says it and how she says it. And it's not new to him. He speaks like they understand it. If they're going to side with, it looks to me like they're going to side with Trump and vote for Trump. And that could be the difference.
Even for Republicans, but I mean, the Reagan Democrats from Macomb County, right in Michigan, I think the Teamsters were for him back then. So it's not totally unprecedented, I suppose. But why is it important?
Well, I think it's important. That's a block of votes that they count on. It's a block of votes we sometimes say, well, we won't get that block. Where do we have to get our other votes? Now we know where to get the other votes, and we get their block. It could be the victory for Trump. I mean, it's an important deal. It'd be like, for some reason, conservative business people siding with Democrats, or Main Street America siding with Democrats. It'd be unheard of, practically.
Some of them have. I mean, some of the ex-Reagan officials, ex-Romney officials, ex-McCain officials, those are kind of the never-Trump types that are kind of old-school conservative on economics, I think, no?
But they weren't small business owners. Main Street America, 75% of the payroll, 75% of the workforce is Main Street, which has been devastated by this Biden economy. And so the people that just don't live in the daily economy on Main Street, run a business, meet a payroll, they can get out of touch pretty quick about the economy and what's good for it.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.